Hi there guys, in this video we're going to have a look at solving with logs, and these examples here is when we're given it written in log form, and you probably look at this and go, well, why are there no base values? So I just wanted to leave it off for a second just to highlight the fact that if we write log of 4 and log of x squared, it's making an assumption we're using base 10, so I'm just going to pop those in now. So if you ever see no base value, it's base 10. Now, when I look at this, I'm thinking, this is a log, same base value, they're being added together, so I can think of the multiplication law. So, what I can do is, I can say, let's multiply these two together, which will give me 4x squared, and that's equal to 2. So I've taken these two terms and rewritten it as one term. Okay, so now, this is where a lot of people get stuck. Oh, and I must highlight as well, the temptation here was to bring this down because you had a power. In fact, it's not the best question. It would have been better written like that, and then I would have to, before I can apply the multiplication law, is take that up there. Okay? It has to just have log of something plus log of something to be able to apply the law. Now, when I get to here, I always think of this. Okay, this is my go-to fact, so I know the base value is 2, these two swap sides, I know that's true. So from here, I basically have this. So I can say, alright, let's write it in index form. So my base is 10. Whatever's on this side is now my power, and whatever I was finding the log of is now going over here. So I can tidy this up. I can say 100 is equal to 4x squared. And I can say 25 is equal to x squared. And this is worth pointing out. Normally you would say plus or minus 5 here, right? But it's not. That is not the answer. Because you can't take a log of a negative value. So here's where my x is. I can't ever take the log of a negative. You think, well, why? Well, let's have a look. If I say 2 to the x is going to give me a negative value, let's say that. That's actually impossible. If you think, if this is positive, like 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, this is just getting bigger and it's always positive. If this is a minus, you just reciprocate it and the power turns positive, so they're always fractions. If it's a 1, it stays the same. If it's a 0, it goes to 1. There's no real number that I can put there and get this. So that's why we can't take the log of a negative. So the answer to this is just 5. Right, let's have a look at this one. So I can see an add, but they're not on the same side, so I can't start by applying the laws. So let's get every term with a log on one side. So I'm going to collect them all on the left hand side. So I'm just going to rewrite this, everything on the left. So minus log x minus 5 to the base 3. You notice I always write the base value last. That's how we say it. Log of this to the base 3. Okay, so now I see the subtraction. I'm thinking of the division law. So I can rewrite these as one term. So log of x plus 11, this term, divided by this term, to the base 3 equals 2. I'm now going to go back to my go-to thing. That's all I have to remember. So base value is 3. I'm going to raise it to 2. And that's going to equal x plus 11 over x minus 5. I can just tidy all this up now. So I'm going to have 9x minus 45 equals x plus 11. Solve the linear equation. 8x is 56 and x is 7. Now I will point out, if you get two values of x, like I did before, they could both be positive, but always just check, put them into here, and if that gives you a negative, you can ignore one of your solutions. So if I put 7 in here, I get 18, I put 7 in here, I get 2, so they're both positives, they will work. Let's say, for example, just entertain me for a second, let's say I've got two answers of 2 as well. Well, if I put 2 in there, that'd be log of 13. That's fine, I can do that. If I put 2 in here, I'd actually get minus 3. So that would not be a solution. Okay, so that's just worth remembering when you're going to come across this, if this is not linear, if this is quadratic, for example, you're going to get two solutions, and sometimes we can ignore one. Right, get practicing. Best of luck.